In a world marked by shifting alliances and complex geopolitics, the once solid bond between former U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is showing signs of strain. When Netanyahu met Trump at the White House in February, the two leaders seemed completely in sync, united on curbing Iran's nuclear ambitions and echoing hardline views on the Houthi militants in Yemen. Netanyahu, ever the statesman, praised Trump for saying the things others wouldn't dare. "You say things others refuse to say," he said. And then after the jaws drop, people scratch their heads. And they say, he's right. But behind that Oval Office camaraderie was a tension waiting to surface. Just 2 months later, in April, Netanyahu sat almost silently next to Trump during another White House meeting, a sharp contrast to their earlier display of unity. Trump veered off into topics unrelated to Israel, while Netanyahu remained unusually reserved. The optics were clear. A growing divide was unfolding, and at its center were two towering egos and diverging visions for Middle Eastern policy. As Trump prepares for a major foreign tour, his decision to open talks with Iran, rather than back Netanyahu's call for joint military action, has unsettled the Israeli leader. Netanyahu's warning was blunt. A bad deal is worse than no deal. The situation escalated further when Trump announced a surprise agreement with the Iranian-backed Houthi militias to halt U.S. airstrikes, a move that caught Israeli officials off guard, just days after a Houthi missile hit Israel's main airport in Tel Aviv. Netanyahu responded firmly in a video posted on X, declaring, "Israel will defend itself by itself. If others would join us, our American friends, very well. If they don't, we will defend ourselves." Even on the war in Gaza, the two leaders are showing subtle yet significant differences. Trump's envoys are quietly working on ceasefire negotiations, despite his public support for Israel's military operations and blockade. Netanyahu, meanwhile, is intensifying the offensive, vowing to continue until Hamas is dismantled and all hostages are returned. Some families of those hostages are now appealing directly to Trump, urging him to pressure Netanyahu for diplomatic solutions during his Middle East visit. But whether the former president, whose vision once included turning Gaza into a Riviera, still carries the same passion for peace is uncertain. What is clear is that both men, divisive, combative, and deeply influenced by personal grievances, are at a crossroads. Their ability to reconcile these differences could shape the security and future of the Middle East. Stay tuned, because history may once again be written not just in backrooms and battlefields, but in the private conversations between two of the most polarizing leaders of our time. Subscribe to our channel to get such latest news.